Okay. The pledge. Excuse me. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the meeting to order. This is a continuation from the meeting from February 9th. Roll call, please.
Trustee Drago?
Here.
Trustee Erb? Here. Trustee Strauss?
Here.
Trustee Millet?
Here.
Mayor Jarrett?
Here. Old business, emergency management plan. Questions?
My question, one of my big questions was, when you look at this, it just says village develops a emergency management plan. Not specific to a pandemic or anything, so the question is, you know, should we have some kind of label, because we have emergency plans for other emergencies. And once we're all gone, you know, if there's an emergency and we say, oh, you know, 2 tanker trucks, you know, plow into each other at the light, that's a different kind of emergency, and we have a plan for that. So I just felt like it needed to be kind of clear on exactly what kind of emergency we're talking about.
Do you think we could call it something different than something to do with COVID, call it like a help?
Okay, I did
Yeah.
send you an
Yeah.
email. Did you get it? I sent it, I asked Mr. Burrows a question. He said it's its own plan. It's not in conjunction with a FEMA project, or if something happens for another plan. It is just classified an emergency management plan, I guess, but do we want it to say just pandemic? Is that what you're saying?
Well, just, you know, again,
Do you want me to go over and find what he said? Because I printed it out.
Oh,
Steve, did you pick it? Is it in there?
I don't think we
Which
want
one?
to specify just pandemic, though, do we?
Yeah. Remember Mr. Burrows' comments I
Because
told
there
you?
could be other health
I talked to him.
issues.
There's a guidance on new sick leave.
no, it was from the lawyer. Sorry, I didn't bring my phone in, or I would have had it on me.
You want them?
No. Guidelines for the, oh, yeah. That just came in, we just got that in there.
I mean, doesn't really fall under pandemic, but like you say, we have disaster plans set up for, say we have another microburst,
Right.
and we,
Gotta do something
I
with
mean-
help. It's gotta have, this one's gotta be kind of like earmarked.
Something, I mean, we
Earmarked
won't
like
all,
help.
I mean, Molly won't always be here to pull it off the shelf and say, oh,
Yep.
here's how we're gonna handle the next outbreak, or. And then what happens when there's an emergency and someone goes, like a natural disaster emergency, and then they go and get this? I mean,
Right.
like, this would be the emergency management center, but the disaster center by county is the school.
But like Julia said, if we're not all on the board 10 years from now or 20 years from now, and they have something come up, the first thing they do they might go in and grab this for something where tankers might have been tipped over or something like that, and they're using the wrong
They're using
emergency
the wrong
management.
plan,
Yeah.
yes.
So, I know where that's coming, I agree with that.
Yes, sir, you put it, Village of Alex Bay Health Management Plan. emergency
Oh,
health management plan.
my question is on the bottom. Jim, I have a question that last night we set a continuation for Thursday at 4:35 for an emergency management plan. Question number 1. Does this emergency plan include all future emergencies like floods, earthquakes, etc.? His comment is, Molly, I think the emergency plan you're referring to does not cover all future emergencies. The state adopted legislation during September 20 requiring municipalities to adopt an emergency plan for municipal operations in the event of a declared public health emergency
That's,
So
see
I
that word health,
suppose-
involving
Right.
communicable diseases.
as long as that word health is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just,
So if it's titled public health emergency,
That's what we,
Emergency management, all right, so we should say public
Village of
health.
Alex Bay Emergency Health Management Plan,
Got it.
right?
Yeah, yeah, that word health will make the whole.
Right, that's what I just said just
Emergency.
2 minutes ago.
Okay, got it.
that work?
I like that, that's better.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, that's,
safer.
The,
so they know that.
I did the webinar yesterday with NIMER, our insurances. And Steve, did you give everyone one of these also? So as of yesterday, this is what the Department of Labor has said, public employees, and this is my only couple questions. Public employers must provide an employee subject to an order of quarantine or isolation with 14 days of paid sick leave. Okay, that second time, they have to have it says here, employee has tested positive and has been ordered to isolate. And the third employee has tested positive and ordered to isolate, okay?
Is this something you got yesterday?
Yes, yeah, this is from New York State and
This come out today. Fully vaccinated people do not need to be quarantined if exposed to the COVID.
is that New York State
Yep,
yeah, that is.
that's new today.
today?
CDC
But that's
sent that out, but.
fully
If fully
vaccinated.
vaccinated. Most of our essential workers should be fully vaccinated by, I would think, April.
Okay.
Wouldn't you think?
We could, but this is one of our snags, is we cannot demand our
Oh,
employees
absolutely
get
not,
it.
no.
So
No,
how do
yeah.
you, so do
Then
we make
then
a,
we stick to what it says in the thing.
here, okay.
In our management plan, says the first time,
Mhm.
and if you read that, it says, the first time, it says that it has to be work-related too.
Correct, but in this webinar yesterday, you cannot say it has to be work-related, because you can't tell, I can't tell you, or you can't tell
Well, you
me,
can't
I can't
pinpoint
go
where
to
you
the
got it
grocery store and pinpoint where you got it from. That was one of the things they said yesterday. And that's some of my questions, because they said you can't pinpoint where a person gets it. You could go home and get it from your spouse, or you could get it from.
Or you could have had it 3 days before you drove with the
Yeah,
person.
so the hard
that
part is
had it.
how do you isolate it? That's what they were saying.
Well, 99 out of 100 times, the first time through, everybody gets it anyway.
Mhm.
99 out of 100 times, there's no way they ever could prove it wrong. The second one, where it comes in the second one, the doctors slip. They say, it says they're exposed on the job, that covers it. And the third one covers it even better, saying that it has to, happen on the job or use sick time. So, I mean, I think they cover all three of them.
With which one?
What we have already.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've covered them well there, and and now with this new law that just come out today, if they're already essential and they've already been vaccinated with the thing, we don't have to worry anyway, because they don't have to quarantine anyway. So probably the number of people that will have to quarantine when we're all done, the numbers will probably be way down.
Yeah, true. Oh, I see what you're saying.
So
So once
another-
you're vaccinated, you don't have to quarantine.
Right.
No,
Right, okay.
yeah, like I
Well-
have my second vaccine, so
Yeah.
it's
Those
another
that
week.
haven't been vaccinated yet to those that have been
Exposed.
vaccinated, correct?
So, we'll say that, Julie and I both work for the village, and I've got the shot, and I get exposed. I don't have to quarantine, but if she was with me and she didn't have the shot, and she got exposed, she'd have to quarantine.
Got it. Okay,
Mhm.
all right.
And that's, you know, that's the way it is in there. And they just come out with that this morning. You probably got it this morning yourself.
Yeah, the CD, yeah.
Okay.
And, so, according to all our essential workers there, I'm sure that probably 90% of our essential workers are probably gonna get the shot, because, I mean, it doesn't cost them anything to go get the shot. Why would they not get the shot?
Mhm.
Some will, some won't.
Some-
But-
you're right.
But, you know,
It's a
I mean,
preference,
but the
right.
percentage wise is gonna be a lot higher getting it than not.
Exactly.
So, I mean, so
Okay,
that,
so
that
we
three
could change
figures,
some verbiage for that,
to what?
to,
No, think.
No, I think
like
we're
what we
fine.
have
oh, we think we're
written.
fine what we have?
I think we're fine with this new law to come out this
Pages.
morning.
Okay, all right, yep, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
And again, things will probably change as
Well, and that,
they
it does
learn.
say that, and I did put that in this, that it is subject to change.
Yeah.
You know, okay, so it says, the Village of Alex Bay will follow regulations for all employees during the pandemic situations in accordance with the law and regulations governed above. But it does say that, public health emergencies can be encountered at different times. So that way, it's saying, I think it's saying that, you know, it's gonna change,
Oh, absolutely.
subject to change.
It's going. Look at how many times it's
gonna
changed
change.
already.
I know,
Right.
I didn't even see that part.
Almost every other day it's gonna
Yeah,
change.
I mean, yesterday, those 3 lines that you had in there were totally different meaning than they are
Then,
today
yeah.
with that one.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can have a copy of that, I made a copy for you, so you can put with it. So,
Should we say the mandates are subject to change right in it though?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you know, I think that, I read the whole thing, I think it's well, a good, management plan, except for just the title, that
Right.
we had a
Yeah.
problem with it
Rewrite that
being, and I'd like to make a motion that we accept this management plan with the title being changed and adopting the part that just came in this morning about the COVID shot.
I'll second that.
And
Motion made by trustee Miller, seconded by trustee Erb, to adopt it with the changes. One
With all-
being
with
the
all the
emergency
changes.
health
With all the changes.
management plan,
Yep.
and the other verbiage with essentials, not with the shots, and
We don't have to put all that in there, we just said with the new,
And we can attach that actually right to
can
the
attach it
plan.
as is a change.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Molly, you did a good job on that, I want you to know.
Thank you. Excuse me.
Anything else on the emergency plan? I did get a phone call, just, can I throw this in, I did get a phone call from, Watertown Daily Times on the police reform, and, he had read it, and I told him that Officer David had put the package together through Molly, we put it on the website. We had 9 responses, we had several that were, negative on the, comments.
On our website?
The responses, yes, there were several that were negative to it. That Josh David did a great job putting the package together, and he asked about the officers. I told him we had 13 part-time, and that all of them were very, very professional officers.
Mhm.
So, just to let everybody know. Anything else?
Any chance we could go into executive for a few brief moments?
Yep.
Make a motion?
Make a motion, go into executive?
I'll second it.
Motion made by trustee Erb, second by trustee Doreen, go into executive, all in favor?
Aye.
That's it, 4:47.